Okay, it's kind of been a little bit of a while since I've done a requested movie review, and this week, John Matthews requested that I reviewed the Hunger Games movie. And honestly, let me just start off by saying this. The Hunger Games movie was a movie, it's based off a beloved book series, and all that. And it's one of those movies people either compare it to Harry Potter or Twilight in a sense at the time. And honestly, I think it's a little bit of both, but definitely more of a, something that that's something like I wish Twilight had, but something that it definitely has that's kind of like Harry Potter in a sense. And here's the thing, the Hunger Games movie is a fantastic movie. It's a really, really great movie. I like it a little bit more than a lot of people, though, because it's really well made, and it just feels so edgy. You're like on the edge of your seat. The way the movie feels, the tone setting, it's just incredible, and it really works, and it just makes me excited to watch the next scene. Now, the way the movie is built up, it is pretty slow, but honestly, I like the fact that it tries to take its time to help build up for the huge climax when everything just goes down. When everything goes down, not just in the violence, but like in all the, like who's with who, and all of a sudden how they have to survive. It really works so well in that context, and they just made the movie so very, very well made, and I really respect that. Gary Ross, I've never even heard of the guy. I don't even know if he's made any of the movies, but man, he nailed this movie perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but near perfection, honestly, if I can say that. He did the movie justice and made it very well. Jennifer Lawrence, not only is she hot, but she is like a great Katniss Everdeen. She probably is the Katniss Everdeen. It's not like she can just be played by anyone. She owns this role, and she's just a great actress in general. And you have other actors like Liam Hemsworth as Gale, I felt like he was like a strong, motivational type person for the character, even though they don't show him a lot in the movies, and yet again, he is kind of cut halfway through the book. But like I said, he works for what he is, and then Josh Hutcherson, also known as Pita. I've watched this guy in so many old movies that y'all probably don't even remember, like RV, Zathura, Bridge to Terabithia, stuff like that. I think Pita, he could have been played by anyone, but I think he is passable for a Pita. I didn't think he was kind of like Jennifer Lawrence owning the role of Katniss Everdeen. I didn't think that much of Josh Hutcherson's portrayal of Pita, but I thought it was passable, it worked for the movie. Woody Harrelson as Haymitch, I honestly thought, when I first read the books, that when I came to mind, I pictured more of a scraggly bearded, more drunk Woody Harrelson. And honestly, I pictured that. I honestly thought that if anyone could play Haymitch, it would be Woody Harrelson, and my dreams came true in this movie. He does a killer performance as Haymitch, and I really like that in this movie. He does it so well. You have to give props to that. I'm really surprised that Hollywood can just read my subconscious like that, even though they don't really do it. But it's just really nice to know when some things can work out like that. Like me always imagining that Haymitch could be played by Woody Harrelson, and then it can be portrayed to the big screen, and he does it perfectly. And now, honestly, the movie, the tone, the setting, it's very dark, It doesn't try to feel intense, and it doesn't feel kind of like quirky like in the trailers or something like that. It's its own movie in such a way, and is made even more powerful and more complexing than what you would expect out of it. And I really like that about the movie. I like it the way how it's told in that context. Yes, even though it is based off the book, you kind of get more and more, and you can get more of a powerful story than what you did in like Twilight even, or even in the Percy Jackson movies. This is a movie that really knows what it is, and that it is based off the book and makes it so well and so entertaining. I will admit that there are definitely slow parts in the movie, like I said before, just really slow parts that helps build up to the climax of this movie, which is when the actual Hunger Games start, because let's face it, the actual Hunger Games doesn't start within like over an hour into the movie. So yeah, there's really a lot to build up on, but you can kind of feel the intensity with these characters as they're, building up to that final moment of them being on the platform and about to kill every other teenager in their path. And that's really interesting. I really like the books a lot. This one is definitely like a standalone movie, at least so far as I can say. I really like The Hunger Games a lot. It was an awesome movie. I'm going to go ahead and give this movie a 9. It's a little bit, I know it's a little bit high for some people, but honestly, I really, really liked this movie a lot. I loved a lot of things about this movie. It was like near perfection, almost, just in a sense. But that's just me, and I really, 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 really thought this movie was a fantastic movie. Well, that's my review on The Hunger Games. Be sure to let me know what other movies, trailers, anything else you want me to review in the comments below. And hopefully I will see you sometime, maybe later on today, tomorrow, or sometime during the week, even though it's probably not going to happen. And hopefully I will do a weekend review, hopefully this Friday, Saturday, or whatever. And I'll see you sometime later on. Bye.